And welcome back, folks, to We'll Take It From Here podcast. My name is Joe. We have John with us today. We're on episode 70. Just wanted to back up a little bit. This was technically supposed to be episode 69, but as you know, I dropped an episode over the weekend, made that episode 68, and then last week you guys heard John's episode, so that was episode 69, and then episode 70 is this week. We are joined by a guest today. Before we get to our really cool guest, just going to say a couple things. You know, you're listening from wherever you're listening. We have a sick YouTube channel. Please check us out there. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you could help us out with that, would be great. We're increasing in subscribers. That's awesome. Just all the activity we can get would be great. Love you guys. Love your support. And we're also at We'll Take It From Here podcast Instagram. That's good. Give us a follow there. We always post some good stuff. We always have a question time during each episode. So on Wednesday, I will in the morning do like a question segment. You guys can submit your questions in, and I'll always answer them, even as crazy as they are. Matt Stavrakis. I will always do it. But without further ado, let's get to our guest today. Mike Amoresano, or as known by Pure MMA community, Amore. Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you very much for having me. Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming on, brother.
There's so many Michaels at Pure now. I just introduce myself as Amore.
Yeah,
you know,
I like it for sure.
They're like, Mike, and they're like, oh, okay. And then, you know, they'll just forget. And I'll just be like, why is everyone calling you Amore? And then I had to like, I had to explain it that it's not like an actual nickname. It's like my real last name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's like Don Shoemaker Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's an awesome last name, Don, by the way.
No, dude, honestly, Amore is a great name.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and I think your full name is Amoresano, right?
Amoresano.
That's like sane love. That's like
love it's sane, healthy love.
Yeah, healthy love. Yeah. Love that shit.
I haven't.
That's awesome. I was gonna say my name's John. It means nothing.
The Sicilian way to pronounce my full name is Michele Emilio Amoresano.
Do you speak Italian?
Very little.
Okay, because you say I have a nice accent.
Yeah, I have because I hear it.
Yeah.
In my house.
Oh, is your parent? Are you first generation American?
What?
Are you first generation American?
Oh yeah.
So your parents are from Sicily, bro.
Well, so like my lineage. My grandparents were born in Sicily and Naples.
Okay.
And then they came over here. My mom, however, was born in Argentina.
No way.
She has like an Italian descent.
Uh-huh.
And then they came up here, and then New Jersey, Morristown.
Wow.
July 21st. X amount of years ago, 23 years ago.
Nice.
I spawned.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love that.
Yeah, right?
Dude, I love how like the North America and Jersey and New York gets Sicily and Naples, because my grandparents are from that like Naples or like the countryside in Savignano and Sicily as well. But it's always that. It's like the Southern Italians went to North America, and then the Northern Italians sort of went to like South America. It was pretty cool. So your mom's Argentine.
Yeah.
So was she born in Buenos Aires? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Good pronunciation.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I'm all about that.
Good.
Dude, I'm the guy who, because I speak Italian, so I'm the guy who, when I'm speaking, like saying Italian words in English around like Americans, I will say it in the Italian way, and they're like, "What the fuck are you saying?" And I'm like, "Dude, just go with the damn conversation. Just go with it." But no, dude, thank you for coming on, and I'm sure you know how the show works, right? We just basically just allow you to introduce yourself, because what our audience wants to hear is your story, right? And I think you have a really cool story. Yeah. We chatted about offline what we can talk about, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. There was a lot of engagement, but we'll save that for later. More toward your MMA career, you know?
That's awesome.
But yeah, definitely bring us back as far as you want, man. Just as far as you want. Just like, who is Mike? You know what I mean?
Damn.
The floor is yours, baby.
Mike,
and I also want to say thank you for bringing the Jack, dude. We're drinking some Jack and Cokes, so cheers on that again.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. And I'll cheers your water.
I got my water.
It's all good. We'll cheers it. We'll cheers it.
We're all good. Nice.
Awesome. So who are you, bro?
Just a kid from New Jersey, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the podcast.
Yeah, that's the end of it. I'll see you later. No, but yeah, dude. Just a kid trying to make it. 16. So like I graduated from college around a little less than a year ago.
Okay.
For business and sports.
Nice. My
passion's in sports. If I'm not, if I'm going to be an athlete or I'm going to be in the business end of it, that's where my passion is in sports, you know? So I've been surrounded by sports all my life. You know, I also want to apologize in advance. I'm like fighting allergies.
Yeah, no worries, bro. We all are. It's all good, bro. You're good.
I'm sure this Jack and Coke will solve it.
We'll open those up a little bit. To be honest, I didn't even hear it. So,
okay, cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
There it is.
But anyway, yeah. So yeah, man. I joined MMA when I was like 15.
Okay.
You know, which is a whole long story.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because starting from that, well, you said a couple of interesting things that I want to just before you get into it, and I think they correlate. Kid trying to make it, right? And you started at 15. The ones who make it are usually the ones who start young, right? So you have a dream there. Am I right? Am I on the right track? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Let's hear it.
All right. So, yeah, how I got into MMA, it dates back way earlier than 15. So it was with me and my dad. We used to do like almost everything, you know, from like just normal kid sport like baseball and like football and stuff. I was a little young and I was a little small, you know, like I grew up kind of skinny, kind of small. So it was hard to find like football to be fun, you know, but I did anyway, you know.
Yeah.
But it was like whatever I got into, he was there to like, he would go far as to learn about it just to like help me get better, you know. He was like very supportive. So eventually I will never know if he's talking about Pure or not, but this one day he was like, hey, this fight gym opened up and they're having like a free day thing, would you want to try it? I go, yeah. But unfortunately that never came because in around early 2013 he was diagnosed with lung cancer.
Oh fuck.
He never smoked. Yeah, it was a complete surprise. He never smoked. He never did anything. We think that he beat it before, and I guess it didn't completely go away. And then years later, caught up. But so I kind of had to halt. My whole world just halted at like 13. I had to stop everything. I had to stop all the sports. My school suffered. You know, like my education kind of suffered. And you know, it just kind of trying to work. You know, because trying to learn anything I can before, you know, God forbid that day goes. You know. So eventually one day when I was 15, 2 years later, I was at school and my mom texted me. She's like, I want you to come home. I'm like, okay, I'll come home, but like, what's the matter? You know, she was like, she's not feeling well. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I went home and then that was it. So that was when I like not lost everything, but that was when I was like in a deep hole, dude. I was getting into trouble, dude. My grades suffered, man. It was not good. And then one day there's a fight at school. It was like the classic, like, oh, you talking shit about my girlfriend or what, you know? I saw him fight, and I remember in the hallway I passed the kid who lost the fight in the hallway, and his nose was all bloodied up. He was like beaten up. He was like getting carried out by like all the like faculty members, and he was like, I can still fight, you know, stuff like that. I was like, I remember passing it and going like, whoa, that was weird. Yeah. But I didn't pay attention to like anything of it. But like at that night, I was like, I never did learn how to fight. I never did learn to do that with him. You know, we never did. So as a way of kind of honoring our not like what we had, you know, I started. I was like, hey mom, I wanna join an MMA gym. I think it's good. And she's like, I agree. So,
damn,
bro. I looked up MMA gyms near me, and Pure came up. I went to Pure. I met Mikey, and he got me started. Damn. Ever since then, it took me 2 weeks to get hooked. I loved it, and I call myself kind of thinking about like the orphan of MMA, because it like brought me out of this hole that I was in at like 15. Yeah, it brought me, like, it kept me out of trouble. It gave me something to do, you know, and I was good at it and I loved it. So, you know, that's how I started. And then eventually I fell in love with it and I decided to compete. Fuck yeah. Decided to start fighting.
Dude, that's a wild story. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know it happened years ago, but very sorry to hear about that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. But it is inspiring to hear that you were like, when you said it's the one thing you never did with him, so to honor him, like, that's really cool. And
it was kind of a way to like keep the torch alive in a sort of, like, lack of better term.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome.
Do you think it was so I think it might, I'm very nostalgic, so I think like it is fate. I think he was talking about Pure, but you said so. Know. You'll never know, right?
I'll never know, but I'd like to think so.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll never know. I'll never truly know, but
yeah. But I mean, Pure, I mean, damn. And you know, the family though at Pure is so welcoming. So
Yeah.
for you to come in there where you're saying you're in a hole in life, right?
Yeah.
That was probably one. And I'm not saying I'm biased, but
Right.
probably the best place you could have gone to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were probably welcoming right away, and very inclusive.
Yeah.
And just like you, I want to ask you a question. So you explained how you wanted to get into it as more of passing the torch. Were you able to, like, in this hole in your life, right, where everything just turned chaotic, were you keeping to yourself more reserved before you started MMA, or were you like finding yourself scrapping a little bit or
No.
okay,
It fit my fighting style fits my, like, especially in jiu-jitsu, if you ever rolled with me, my fighting style matches my personality. I'm very, like, lazy, but I'm also very methodical. I won't be aggressive unless you're aggressive.
Yeah, we have rolled a couple times. It was fun. It is a good match. It was a good flow, but we were both, because like you say, you match, and sometimes I can get very aggressive. So
but I mean, now I kind of have to if I want to, like, fight other kids, but I'm not like even personality wise, I was never loud or anything. I was always very quiet and very to myself. To answer your question, I was always very to myself.
Awesome. Cool. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I do see that in you. So it's cool to see that you, like, that's how you've stayed throughout the whole time. And you're very nice. You're very approachable, but you could also say that you're very reserved in a way. But, like, when you get to know you, you're always coming out. Like, when we're at the gym, we see each other. We're always talking. So you started at first. Did you do Muay Thai from the beginning, or was, like, where did you start first? Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu? Or none of the above?
Jiu-jitsu, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So are you talking about Pure or just, like, in general?
In general, both. In general, let's do in general.
All right, so in general, I was wrestling for rec.
Oh, okay.
I was really small.
Yeah.
A couple of people at Pure actually remember me. I remember I ran into my old coach from when I was like 9 years old or whatever, and he's like, "Mike, oh my God, like, is that you?" I'm like, "Yeah." I act like I recognize him. I was like, "Hey, have you been?" He's like, "You don't remember me, do you?" I was like,
He called you out of your bullshit. He called you out of your bullshit
right
away.
Yeah, I never forget you.
"Yeah." I was like, "Come on."
Yeah,
Right. But, he's like, "How's your coach for Junior Eagles wrestling?" I was like, "Whoa!" And you recognize me? He goes, "Yeah, man, of course." So it's cool. I found him in Pure, and he found me. So
yeah,
I still have that connection. But
that's awesome.
I started out with wrestling. I did that until middle school.
Okay.
And then I took that break for a while for a couple years, and then I jumped into jiu-jitsu.
Nice.
And then Muay Thai. Although I will say I love Muay Thai.
I see you as a Muay Thai for sure, dude. So I introduced you on Instagram as like your MMA career, but did you do more Muay Thai fights or more MMA fights?
So I wanted to do it. MMA is my main goal.
Okay.
MMA is my means to an end.
Nice.
So I was talking to Tommy Espinosa, and he was like, before you get into an MMA fight, I think it's a good idea if you get into a kickboxing fight first, just to get used to somebody throwing at you.
Is there a reason why, like, so besides the just getting used to, is there like a strategic? Is it because in kickboxing you can't use your knees and elbows, right? Or is that wrong?
Well, kickboxing, Muay Thai, you just can't use elbows.
Okay.
You can use knees, but
so he was trying to ease you in.
Yeah, like no knees to the head. Now this was a conversation I had with Tommy, but I was told by like other people as well.
Yeah.
That you should like do you should do like a kickboxing fight first, just to get the feeling of it. Mm-hmm. But I did 2 Muay Thai fights and I fell in love with it.
Nice.
I was like, I did do MMA. I am switching back from MMA to Muay Thai, but I fell in love with Muay Thai in a way that I didn't think I would. So
that's so sick, dude.
I have yet to. Not that I don't appreciate jiu-jitsu, but you'll find me with gloves. Like, I'd rather get punched in the face than like
choked out.
Choked out, yeah.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yo, wait, can you take us through that? Because a lot of our listeners here don't. Like, I mean, we have a lot of listeners that compete in or just train in general, right?
Right.
And then we also have a lot of listeners that don't. And I think one thing that would be cool is you just said you would rather get punched in the face than choked out. But take us through, like, what is it about getting punched in the face or punching? And no, I'm serious question. Yeah. Like, for those, because someone who doesn't do that or doesn't do a martial art could be like, dude, why the fuck how do you enjoy get punched in the face, right? But I can see what you're saying. Explain what makes it so gratifying.
it's it's good. It's fun if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's what I tell it. Even like jiu-jitsu too. Like it's fun if you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So getting hit, well, you just gotta keep your hands up, and if you don't, well, that sucks. You just got punched.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
But that's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like if you know, you know. But it's fun if you know what you're doing, and I can say the same as like getting your back taken. You know, like somebody can go like, why the heck would I want to get choked out? Like I see these people on the floor, like why would that happen to me? Anyway, and I turn around like I'm getting a head kick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
It's the same rule applies.
Yeah.
You know, but if you know what you're doing, it's actually really not bad. It's fun, and especially when you're winning too.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, it's like if you're starting out in training, don't worry, it gets better, and then worse, don't worry, it gets harder but better, and you start to realize what you're doing. And I can see what you mean because I think there's something innate in us as human beings, or as I should say as men, right? As like going back to the primal instincts where we want to be engaged in some sort of violence, and I think martial arts is the best because it's a controlled environment where everyone is out to get better, but out to also help each other, and you don't have to worry about dying. So getting your back taken is like, it's fun. You got to work out of it. Or being in it's intense, right? Or for you, being in a sparring match where someone's throwing combo, I don't know, jab, cross, hook, kick, right? Kick to the leg. For you, it's like, oh shit, but when you know what you're doing, okay, yeah, we'll roll with it, right? All right, I'll check the kick. Okay, now I got to move out. But when you don't know what you're doing, you're like, what the fuck? And then you're getting hit leg, getting hit. Yeah, it's a whole different atmosphere. I don't know. I think it's just fun. It is
fun. And I will say the best way to get better is to get your ass beat.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
In any sport.
Oh shit.
So.
Oh my god. Yeah, but like in any sport is right, but I think MMA is just a different beast because you're literally getting your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting beat 90-40 in basketball, yeah, that sucks. But like
You can walk from that one.
yeah, you can walk from that one. The other one might be that you're getting knocked out, right? Or you're fucking breaking a limb, or I don't know, whatever. But it's fun. I don't know. I know what you mean. It's like there's like a calming essence to it for how brutal it is.
It's like when you get control of that adrenaline rush, like you control your emotions, and then it's like a puzzle piece. You're figuring out how to get in or how to evade or something like that, right?
How to set up punches and all that. And same way you'd set up guard pass. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
true. Yeah,
it's all a chess match.
It is all a chess match. I do like that. So all right, so you join Pure, right? You go and Tommy recommends you do kickboxing, right?
Yeah.
So you train that. How'd your first kickboxing match go?
Oh god. All right. So like my usually people do smokers, and I
What's
didn't
a smoker?
Exactly. I didn't know what a smoker was either.
I'm thinking of like someone outside smoking.
No. So usually that's when like gyms hold like inner fights.
Yeah.
Among like newer fighters, just so that they can get used to. It's basically a sparring, like a hard sparring match with a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's
okay.
all it is. Usually, kids will do a couple of those before they get into like a real sanctioned bout. The first fight I ever saw in person was the one that I was in.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know.
What were the nerves going through that one? How were the butterflies? Were they flying all around?
Oh, dude, I was pumped.
Yeah, you were pumped?
I was pumped.
Oh, nice.
I lost, but I was pumped.
Yeah. That's all.
Oh, God.
The second one went great. It went great.
Yeah.
That one was the more intense one. But that was right before the pandemic. So
Okay.
I only have a few before everything kind of shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But the feeling of fighting, man, and like the whole process of it is a whole different world.
Dude.
I can go on.
Yeah, no, go on, because I feel like it always looks like when you're training, you go, oh, this is what I would do in that scenario. And then when it's you versus another man and there's people watching, there's probably so many, I don't know, just so many like things that you have to consider that I could feel like people probably don't know. Like everything you learn probably goes out the door. That's what I can imagine.
Mm-hmm. It goes into muscle memory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that I thought I would do, but didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of things that I did do that I thought I wasn't going to do.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
Give us some examples for us, our fighter listeners. Like, are you saying like you thought maybe you'd be able to throw a nice combo and then you just fucking shot the bed, something like that?
No. So like, yeah, it could go to that, but you're not in the right mindset. When I fight, you kind of like forget almost. Not forget, but you kind of not black out either. But you kind of have so much. You have so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of like overstimulated in a way, especially like starting out, that you don't quite remember everything. That's the point of the smokers is, just to get all those nerves out before you actually go, so you're able to think clearly in like a real sanctioned fight.
Right.
But especially with like competing, your adrenaline's going and your cardio is not going to be as good.
No, that's
all
for
those
sure.
techniques that you're not going to be able to think as calmly.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be hearing people rooting for you, people rooting against you, people rooting for the other guy, and you're just going to hear noise. You're going to be thinking about that punch that hurt like a round ago, like stomach that you're still feeling. So there's so many things to consider, but muscle memory is what it all comes down to.
Okay. By muscle memory, I'm assuming you mean like just the reps you put in.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I've seen people who spar so well, but when they fight, they do horrible.
Damn. But that'll probably come with like, do they just need to fight more? Is that all it is? Like more,
get more bouts? Fight more.
Yeah.
It's all mental, really.
Yeah. Dude, isn't everything so just always mental?
Everything's mental.
Like, how many times have you gone into a sparring match or a fucking roll and you just said, okay, I'm gonna fuck it. It is what it is, and whatever happens, and you have a great roll. Or then when you go into a roll with someone who you know is good or fight, you're like, fuck, dude, this person could do this, and the next thing you know, that person does that.
Yeah,
exactly, right?
Yeah.
You're like, shit. Dude, fighting is such a mental thing. That's
why I love it, man. That's where, that's why a lot of my passion's into it.
Yeah, for sure. So is that like your escape? Is this your escape essentially when everything that could go wrong in a day just goes away when you're at the gym?
100%.
Fuck.
And I know that everyone else can say the same thing, but it's like a whole different world. Pure MMA has been a family to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been very grateful to have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a whole different life. Leave your ego and problems at the door, and you just come in and do what you love.
Oh, for sure. Love that. It's so true.
Even if it is getting beat up, like you're developing mentally.
But you know what the best thing about it is? Like we joke about it. Yeah, okay, we're getting beat up, we're getting our ass kicked proverbially, right? But you're learning, dude. You're growing so much more as an individual or as a fighter, dude. Just think about it. Some of the guys at that gym who may be beating your ass, dude. If you had to go on the street and fight a random Joe Schmo, and like you say, it's game over. That's it. It's game over. You know what I mean? Like you'll be good. That's why I love Pure, dude. So many animals there. So many animals. Who are some of your favorite training partners?
Well, I got to mention the crew.
Who's the crew again?
Matt Stav, Brandon Bernard, Larry Hopkins, Ryan Praga.
Oh, those are
Tala.
good. Yeah, all of them. Dude, I haven't seen Tala in forever.
He's at school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Same with Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. I was gonna say Ryan. Dude,
they're both at school.
Dude, fucking Brandon Bernard's always fucking rolling.
Oh yeah,
dude.
he's a fun roll.
Yeah, he is. He is good.
Brandon.
Fuck. And Stavrakis.
We'll
talk, dude. We'll talk about Stavrakis later. Have you ever listened to his episode on here, dude?
Oh, of course.
Dude, it was so funny. I was
trying not to crack up at work.
Bro, it was so funny. He's a good guy. But dude, he's a former wrestler too, right?
Yeah. He wrestled for Knowles.
Oh, he's a Knowles guy.
Yeah, me and him
That's right,
went to high school together.
That's right.
Me and him went to elementary school.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are boys.
No, we go back.
Oh shit.
I reckon. I mean, he had a couple people tell him to go to Pure, but I was one of them.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he knows a really good friend of mine that he called him slow, or my friend calls me slow trombone. So when because Joe Magone. Yeah. So and then one day, dude, he just fucking came in and like what was it? He said what was it? I was just on the mat and we were about to start class and he just comes up, he's like, bro, you slow trombone? I'm like, how the fuck do you know that nickname, bro? Kid's fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious. I gotta find this. Oh, I'll get it. But
what is it? A nice photo?
Just like me and him in high school.
Oh, no.
I look so different.
Please, yo, I want to see this. I
gotta find it.
Please.
I can't go any. Matt, if you're listening, I won't go any earlier because I know.
Oh, there's something there, baby. Yo, there's something there.
Me too. There's ammo. There's ammo on both of them.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, but I think it would be funnier to have ammo on Stavrakis. You know what I mean? Because don't worry, I won't force you, but I will. No, I'm just kidding.
There it is.
Oh my god.
You want to see it? That's me in high school.
Wow.
Dude, wait,
You
let
can
me
show
see
it
you
to
again.
show it to
Yeah,
that camera
show
there.
the camera.
If it gets the focus, if not, you might have to. That's cool.
Let me see that again.
That's 2016, I think. That's 2016, junior year before we graduated.
Oh my god, dude! You first of all,
Yeah.
Okay, so Stavrakis, the face didn't change. You, if you were to like, if I were to go back and say I need to cast Sonny Corleone's son for no, seriously, you look like a fucking Sicilian kid in that picture.
The hair.
Yo, dude, for sure.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
Yo,
dude, I had a different look in high school.
bro, you were Italian.
we
as
all did.
fuck.
Yeah,
Italian as
I'm on it.
fuck, bro. I love it.
That was pre-facial hair me.
Yeah,
short
dude.
hair.
Yeah, fuck. You now you got the curls and the facial hair. I
I
like
got the
it.
curl. I don't even know. I kind of don't like the curls.
You don't like the curls? Yeah,
They're hard to deal with, especially when they grow out.
True.
And it's bad because I want to do something different with my hair like every month.
Okay.
But I can't.
What's the style you're going for?
Like 1 month it'll be like I want to grow my hair out, and then like maybe another week or so I'll be like, dude, I wonder if it would look like if I like buzzed my hair.
Bro.
And then like another week I'll be like, dude, like should I bleach my hair? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just always changing.
Haven't you? Was it you that was bleach? Like you're not or
I never
changing?
bleached
No,
it.
you know.
No, I never did anything to my hair.
Jay Cuz.
Besides
does that.
Jay-
Cuz dude. I know Kevon used to always do that. Yo.
Yeah, but he can get away with it. I feel like with longer hair,
Yeah.
especially with like dark facial hair, I don't know. But like that's exactly what drives me, you know, because I was kind of like, because I texted all my boys, you know, like Brandon, Larry, and stuff like, dude, should I bleach my hair? And then everyone's like, dude, like we don't care. I was like, yeah, you're right, guys. So,
That's such a response, though. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? I saw this guy on Monday at pro class. And he was Steve Martell's friend, or a guy that Steve wrestled with in college. This dude was jacked, like fucking looked like a fighter, looked like a wrestler, but had a mullet. So he literally looked like,
seems scary.
dude, he looked like if Theo Vaughn was a fucking collegiate wrestler. Dude, it was ridiculous, bro. It's the only thing I could think of. I was like, dude, this guy's a fucking mullet. This guy looks like he just came out of the South or something. It's fucking crazy. Oh man, there's a couple things that you mentioned in the car offline that I want to get into. So you said you have a couple fights. I know you had a fight recently, or in the past couple months. But before we get to that, I have some questions I want to questions I wanna answer.
Absolutely.
Rodtang.
Chip Mongnon.
You met him.
Not only did I meet him, I lived with him for like 4 days.
Get the fuck out of here.
So
Explain it.
all right.
And explain who Rodtang is, and like, because apparently he's one of the most prestigious Muay Thai fighters, right?
He's a renowned Muay Thai world champion, bantamweight, flyweight, among many other weights. Thai fighter, Roger Mandern, one champion, you know, from one championship.
Yeah, one's picking up.
Yeah, one's really picking up. Like insane, dude. He knocks everyone out, and he's like also like one of the funniest kids I like to have met.
Dude, you know what's funny about that? Because I want to hear some stories about him. But I recently posted on my Instagram page trying to be funny.
Yeah,
like I didn't know it was Rodtang, but it was a head kick. Some dude was in a fight and won. Some fighter threw a head kick to his jaw, like his whole face gets fucking clocked. Doesn't even phase him, and then he punches himself in the jaw.
That's
right?
him. Yeah,
that's him.
Yeah,
and I didn't know it was Rodtang, so I made a joke. I was like, I've never been kicked in the face. I've never done PCP, but this guy looks like he's on PCP right now because he didn't get knocked out. And then everyone didn't know I was joking. Was like, bro, that's Rodtang. That's Rodtang. And I'm like, I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But like, so to hear that he's funny, but then to see that video, you should look it up, folks. Go look at YouTube. Rodtang gets withstands kick. It's ridiculous.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because now I know who he is.
Yeah, exactly. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Look at any highlight video from Rodtang, and it would be like any of that.
Any of that, dude. He's crazy.
Any of him getting hit and just shrugging it off. And
so how the fuck can a guy like that be funny?
So like, he just is, man. Like I think it's because he can't speak English that well. That helps.
Right?
Yeah. So the way I met him and lived with him, him and his manager. So I have a dear like friend and coach of mine. You know, Coach James Meals. He's owner driven.
Yeah.
You know, he calls me up and he's like, "Hey, I need. I can't. I'm not able to do it, but I know you're around. Are you able to drive Rodtang and his manager all around the East Coast to take him to seminars? You know, they'll cover your food and your like hotel and all that. All you gotta do is just like represent me when you're there, and just make sure they're there. You know, they'll handle the money. You can help them out with their merch or like whatever they need and like any of the finances if they need it. You know, is that something you want to do? We'd rent a car, and we'd go up to like Massachusetts, Connecticut, and New Jersey, and New York. So I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yeah, are you kidding me?
I was like, absolutely. So we rented a car and I met him. He was staying at a house, and he's funny, dude. Him and his I'm closer to his manager more because there's no language barrier there.
Okay, so yeah, I was about to say, can he speak English?
Yeah, no, he can speak perfect English, but you know, Rodtang, he's learning, but it's cool. I remember one thing that happened. We went up to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It was complete farmland.
Oh, dude, I can't.
Complete farmland. And he's like, oh, this looks like something out of a horror movie. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So we get there. I remember one of the cool things to happen. It was like we went out, we did the seminar, and then these people went and took us out for dinner. Mm-hmm. It was like some Japanese place that we like sat on the floor. You know, it was like one of those traditional Japanese places.
That's cool.
So we're like, dude, this is sick. You know. We talked a lot, and you know, we got home and we went to sleep. There's a record player there. I was like, I shouldn't be saying this, but I was like messing around with the owner of the house and stuff, you know. I was like going through everything, you know. I was going through like the basement with him.
But what the fuck's that guy gonna do? Rodtang's there, you're there.
Like, but it was kind of creepy, dude. It was like one of those like old Indian houses.
Yeah,
like, it was a lodge, and it was very
like reservation type thing.
It was a reservation type.
No,
and there was a lot of like, you know, a lot of weird stuff that you would just like not even expect.
Yeah.
So to like be there, I would like showing him stuff, or like weird stuff. Like there was like a deer skull at one point. He's like, what? You know, what the hell is that? I was like messing around with his manager. I was like going out of the basement. I was like, all right, dude. Like if I don't come out, I'm not trusting you to get me out of here. But I remember something funny that happened was we came back, and we went to sleep. And it, you know, like I hear them like messing around in the kitchen. So I'm like, you know, I like wake up because I was sleeping on the couch. There's only like 2 beds.
Yeah.
The manager had a bed, Rodtang had a bed, and I slept on the couch. I was like, I offered.
Yeah.
I was so tired anyway. I was gonna do rather they liked it or not. So
right.
So yeah, they're messing around in the kitchen, you know, whatever. I'm like, you know, it's like in the morning, and I hear his manager come up to me. He goes, tap tap, good morning. I'm like, oh hey man, what's up? He goes, yeah, come join us. We want to make you noodles. Come join us. I was like, all right, cool. I look at the window. It's still dark out. But I was like, you know what? It's probably in the mountains. You know, it's like probably like 6 a.m. or whatever. Rodtang is he's on FaceTime with his girl. You know, so he's like talking to his wife and stuff like that, and the manager's making like noodles and stuff like that. It was cool, but I was like, I got my phone from the charger. It's 4 a.m.
Yo, they say like
he's like, we want to make you spicy noodles at 4 a.m. I was like, thank you, I love that, but you know, like,
yeah, what the fuck, dude? But did you eat the noodles?
Oh, of course, it was so good. It was
You're
so
like
good.
9 a.m. spicy noodles.
Yeah.
Tastes great too.
Yeah, but it was cool because over there is dinner time. You know?
Oh yeah, because they're like what? They're 13 hours.
Oh, there's something like that. It was something crazy. It's like the exact opposite almost.
They woke you up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, they're like, come, we want to make noodles. But I loved it. You know, it was like such an honor.
That's so nice, and genuine.
Yeah,
but like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So
oh god.
So that was pretty cool. I crashed after that too. I ate the spicy noodles. I was like, all right, dude, I don't want to back to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
But I had a good time with them. They're good guys, really. Those two,
dude. I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you really understand, for those of you who don't know Muay Thai, Mike being able to hang out with Rodtang is essentially, I don't know, is this correct? Basically, if an NFL fan was able to just spend 4 days with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
All right, essentially. So that just to give you that little perspective. If you're an NFL fan, you know who Tom Brady is. So Mike basically just hung out with the Muay Thai Tom Brady for 4 days and ate noodles at 4 a.m. Yeah, dude, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, you're not gonna say no to the guy who can't get knocked out, right?
No, dude.
Yeah,
not
fuck it. Fuck, that's awesome.
What is the secret to that not being able to get knocked out
Dude,
like that?
I don't know. I didn't ask him.
Getting surgery and putting an iron jaw in your fucking thing.
Well, that's his nickname, the Iron Man.
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
Yeah, so
Legit. I don't know. I guess because there's two different things, right? They say that in fighting, the first time you get knocked out, like Chuck Liddell, right? He never got knocked out, and then the first time he gets knocked out, he starts getting knocked out, right, all the time.
Oh God.
But I guess it's safe to say, and this is jokingly, right? He's never been knocked out then because
no, he has.
yeah, okay.
So then somebody with 400 plus fights.
Yeah,
no,
for
he
sure.
has.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I
But
should-
like, it's crazy to see that he can take a. Like, I'm telling you, folks, fucking look at this because that kick was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That kick was hard as shit, and he ate it. He ate it,
He's amazing, man. He's so good.
dude.
I shouldn't be saying this, especially on a podcast, but I've only been put out once, and that was by Andy.
No way.
Yeah, it was in jiu-jitsu.
Yo, so you didn't tap?
I didn't even know I was getting choked out.
Yo, what was the move?
It was like the guillotine, but like you do with the prayer hands.
Yeah.
Let's check this, bro. He had to use something he learned on like the Ultimate Fighter to get a guy like me, you know. But
you hear that, Andy? You hear that for the next
way
time he's in class?
the way I shouldn't be saying this on a podcast.
No, but now
everybody
you
knows.
gotta fucking say
Dude,
it.
it happened that night, and I went up to Ashley and I was like, Ashley, Andy choked me out. Nobody else knows about this except for you and me. And she's like, all right. And then I eventually end up telling everyone. So like, it's no biggie.
Bro, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever been out.
Dude, and knock on wood. Yeah, for sure. That's hilarious. Well, now people around the world know because we're international, bro. So yeah. But we're not in Thailand, so Rodtang isn't gonna know. So that's good. That's fucking whatever. I mean, that's funny. I mean, hey, if you're gonna go out to someone at Pure, Andy's a good person to go out to, right? I mean, that's the him and Mikey are the guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck. Has he been a big or help and inspiration for you? Because I know he works with a lot of the fighters for MMA fights. So how has Andy helped you a lot throughout that career?
Dude, I mean, he kind of paved my foundations.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
What a good guy.
Andy, he was, Andy and Mikey were the first two people I met.
Okay.
At Pure 1.0.
Oh, so you were, that's right,
I
it
was
was 2015.
Pure
Yeah.
1.0.
So you were across, you were by the Hibernia Diner.
Yeah, I was right across from
yeah.
Hibernia Diner.
Shit.
No, but Andy's been such a big help. He's cornered me in all my fights, and he will continue to corner me, you know, God willing. And, you know, it's because of him that I am where I am.
Yeah.
You know,
Awesome.
all my jiu-jitsu. Like, I am a product of Andy's work among, like, all the other coaches that I work with.
Yeah.
But to represent Pure in a fight, I am a product of Andy Mean.
That's fucking awesome. Dude, I see a lot of pictures.
I'm a product of his work, I should say.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Right.
Because the philosophy that you learn even through other instructors is coming through from the mains, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's a very stoic guy. You know, he's very calm, so I would actually interested. How is he to have? Oh yeah, for sure. Let me get you.
I
Absolutely.
don't want to
No, fuck you, don't mind. You're good. You're our guest tonight. You're gonna get some more Jack here, baby. Is that
Just
good?
shaking the
Yeah.
ice. Just like bartender.
How is he to have in your corner? Because he's a very calm. I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like it's very soothing. You know what I mean? Like if the fight's going well or bad, it's good to have a guy who's very. Oh, you're welcome, by the way. It's good to have like someone who's very calm. It's probably nice to hear that, right?
Yeah.
In the chaos.
Well, my first two corners from the first two Thai fights that I've had were Andy and Craig Hannigan, which he's the owner of Toro MMA. Craig is you know, he's been a huge influence on me as well. And I like him because he has a very bassy voice, so it's easy to hear.
Okay.
So having a combination of those two, I forget who told me. I think it was Andy that actually told me this, but he would tell Craig what to say, and then he'd say it.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. But
like a megaphone.
Yeah. But Andy, yeah, dude. Andy's instructions are very easy to hear.
Yeah.
They're very easy to understand as well. Going back to what I said about like losing your mind in a fight and like kind of having like the nerves go out and you're relying on like muscle memory. He's a very good corner to have to kind of rely on, like to kind of ground yourself, like, okay, technique, you know? He's very big on technique, which is good because that's kind of like how I want to build my style off of. I want to be like a technician, you know?
Yeah.
Methodical. So
there's technique. We mentioned our old karate sensei. He was only like 5 something, but his technique was flawless. This guy could take out anybody. Just
man, I preach. Anywhere I teach Muay Thai, I always teach technique over everything. You know, if you're sacrificing technique for power, you're not doing it right.
I like that. You sacrifice.
So, I'm a huge technical, like I'm a huge advocate for technique in any sort of thing.
Yeah. But that goes back also to what you were saying with muscle memory, right?
Yeah.
Because when you really focus on technique and then the power and the speed comes in, like you can't really fuck up at that point.
No.
I mean, you can, but it's like you know what I mean?
It's
like
much harder because like Kevin Mulhall, you know, I miss that guy, but one of my favorite, he said a lot of things, and one of my favorite things was people be getting punched in the face for thousands of years so that you don't have to. And he'd say that, like, and he'd say that after he'd show you how to like throw a jab to like put your shoulder to block your face. You know, the defense is built in.
I fucking love that. Yeah, so basically, what he was saying, it was like people took punches. Now we learn from
we
that.
perfected it to the point where the defense is built in. So you rely on technique.
Yeah.
As you know, other than like cardio or whatever, because you can have cardio, but you know, if you don't know what you're doing, there's going to be many holes.
Yeah.
So, you know, to loop around back to your question, the reason why I like having Andy in my corner, especially, is because that his instruction is very easy to understand.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's to the point.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's good. Have you ever been to one of his jiu-jitsu? I mean, for sure. But like, what I like about Andy's is that instruction. Like he will spend a lot of time talking about the move that he's teaching, talking about what he's doing, why he's doing it this way, and what someone could do it like to defend it, and this is why we're doing it this way. And you start to learn. Like you learn through doing and through theory. And I like that about him.
All those little movements start to have meaning.
Yeah. That is true. Awesome. So when you're in so going back to like one thing I want to know, and the reason why I'm like really interested about this is I've never been in like an MMA fight, right?
Yeah.
But I've sparred, but like not sparring in a way that anyway emulates what it would be in a fight.
Right.
What were some of your like what are some of your best and worst moments, and like what happened, and when you like you referred in the beginning about like, oh, you're remembering the punch to the stomach, right? That hurt, right? What is like, bring us through all that, bring us through like you're in a fight, what is going on, and what were some of your best and worst moments that you remember? And I guess the worst were all lessons, right? And like, how does that like, but I want to hear it like mid-fight. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy. It's so easy. The reason why I'm asking this is so easy for us to look at that fight on TV and be like, bro, I would have fucking ducked and then
just do this.
Just do this. Just get up, right?
Yeah.
But it's so different.
No, it's much harder. Easier said than done, I should say. But that's a good question. The best thing, you know, the best and the worst.
It's good too, man. You're gonna win and lose, right?
Yeah. I've been hit before, you know. I've been hit hard. In my first fight, you know, I remember this kid. He was like he was a lot bigger than we anticipated, but that didn't really like stop me.
Yeah.
Until like maybe the last 10 seconds of the fight. He threw a head kick and I caught it with my chin. And,
nice! Yeah,
I blocked it with my chin.
I caught it, yeah.
But that kind of sucks. But I stayed up. Yeah, I stayed up though, but it did suck. So I gotta say that was, you know, that pretty sucked. And then and like, I don't know. That's a really hard question because you can't really have a lot of time to think about what stuff that happens in the fight.
Okay.
You know, like if a punch hurts, like you got to move on. You can't think about it.
Yeah, it's the adrenaline.
Yeah, like you can, like if I get hit, I got to respond with something.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't think about how hard that punch hurt, or if I slipped it, what am I gonna do now? You know?
Yeah, you just do.
Just go.
Yeah,
go.
That's what I was wondering when you're getting like physically like when you're getting struck, right? Because
Yeah.
when I tore my meniscus in jiu-jitsu, it was my first competition ever. I knew it happened, but I didn't feel it because of the adrenaline dump, right? So it was like, if that adrenaline dump wasn't there, it would have hurt like hell. But I didn't feel it. I felt it, but I didn't actually feel it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I was wondering, like, when you're in a fight, like, yeah, okay, you get cracked. Like when you blocked, theoretically blocked the kick with your chin, right? Sure, that hurts, and I'm sure it hurt. But I bet you it would have hurt a lot more if you weren't, like, you know what I mean? Like if you weren't in the fight. So is that theory still the same? Is that method still the same? Like you don't feel it as much when you're in there?
When you're in a fight, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You
That's
don't feel
weird.
You don't feel anything when you're in a fight.
So like a lot of
Until afterwards.
Until afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys are, when you hear the nice crisp UFC clocks.
What do you mean?
Like on TV when you hear someone get rocked.
Yeah.
Slow-mo face.
Yeah. So are they like basically like not feeling it as much as they should because of the adrenaline?
Well, I feel like a better example would be shins.
Oh, fuck.
I feel
Shins
like
are bad, dude.
Yeah, so like to check a kick, to block a kick, you have to raise your shin. So you're now going shin to shin with someone, and that hurts if you've never done it before. It's it's like banging your shin against like a razor scooter.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. You know those like things. Remember those old scooters? That was around when I was in like middle school, or, like elementary school, or those razor scooters. But,
dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but you know, that's the sort of thing that if you were in a fight and you throw a kick, a body kick or something, and they go up to check, you know, you don't feel it until afterwards.
Fuck, dude, that's the worst.
That's a feeling, however, that I've yet to experience because I haven't fought without shins yet, and we're anticipating my next one to be no shin guards.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say,
I gotta be like, ugh.
So is that like an amateur, like, because you're fighting amateur, correct? So is that an amateur standard where you need to have shin guards and headgear, or no?
I'm not sure. That's something that Andy would know. I don't know. They just told me I know that both corners have to agree to a certain thing. Like I remember my first one ever. They were like, yeah, both fighters must wear headgear, unless both corners agree not to.
Okay.
But that's a question for Andy. I don't know that world.
Sometimes the reason why I'm curious is sometimes I see fights that are amateur. I guess you answered it though. I think it's the corner, because sometimes I've seen amateur fights where no one's wearing anything, or they're just wearing shins, or they're wearing both. So I was just wondering if it was like
could be the promotion.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, could be anything.
That's fucking sick.
But fighting's fun, man. I love it, especially when you're doing good. Like especially when I'm doing good.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it,
dude. Of course, everything's good when you're doing good, bro. When you get your ass kicked, it's like, it's not so fun. Sucks, dude.
I never lost in my life. I don't know why people are so mad.
No, dude.
Dude.
Do you have any advice for anyone, like, because I never technically got into a fight myself. Like I've done karate, but I've been in like sparring or as close, like jujitsu. It's basically like simulating murder, but you're always like
with pajamas.
I always called it folding clothes while people are still in them.
There you go. But it's always, it's in a safe environment, basically, right? So, do you have any advice for someone to put them in like a mindset, like say they're caught in a situation where they have no chance but to fight, but they never fought before, like to get over nerves or control, like try like a breathing technique or something? Like what's the mindset of that?
All battles are fought in the mind.
Yeah, dude. Everything in life.
All battles are fought in the mind.
Agreed.
If I had to give any advice for fighting physically or mentally at all, it'd be to get your head straight, calm, ground yourself, think about what you're doing, and keep your composure. That's got to be some of the worst advice I've ever heard someone tell me. Don't be afraid. To be honest with you, that's got to be the worst advice I've ever heard in my life.
So you're saying to be afraid, but not accept it. You face it, overcome it.
Before all of my fights, I'd be nervous. I'd be afraid. Like especially following my first fight. I lost my first fight, And following my second one, I wasn't sure if I was ready again. So I was like terrified. I was afraid. And I remember, you know, like people telling me, don't be afraid. It's okay. You know, don't be afraid. And in reality, that's got to be probably the worst advice I've ever heard. So one thing was certain. I was going up to fight or not. I am fighting that night, you know? Mm-hmm. So the best thing to do is if you're scared, do it scared. You know?
If you're scared, do it scared.
Just do it scared.
Do it well, do it scared. Yeah.
Do it scared.
Fuck, because how else are you ever going to overcome that fear if you don't just do it?
Just gotta, there's nothing wrong with doing it scared.
No, I know.
You know
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely not. I think people say don't be scared or say all these things when they've never... they've never experienced it because they're trying to just be like, oh, I'm going to give you some advice or I'm just going to make you calm your nerves. But bro, like...
Yeah, I get it.
You're about to go into a fucking battle. I don't
about
care.
to fight a kid in front of a crowd. He's out there. He's training to hurt you.
Yeah,
you know,
and you're training to hurt him.
Exactly.
That's it. Like, what is there not to be scared about that?
Yeah.
But I like that. Like, just fucking learn it. Be scared. Feel your emotions. Go through it. You're gonna come out alive, and then you'll be like, "Wow, look at that! I just fucking overcame that."
Just do it scared.
Yeah,
that's scared. That would be my advice. Just, you know,
do it scared, baby.
And keep your hands up.
Yeah, that's the number to do. Just keep those hands glued to your chin.
Don't block shit with your face.
But yeah, I carry that philosophy of mine all through everything.
Cool.
There's a lot of things that I do scared that not a lot of people know. So,
are you willing to share them on the show right now? Outside of fighting, of course.
Yeah.
Like, what are some things you do scared? Because we all, bro. And the reason why I'm asking you that, we all do things scared, bro. It's intimidating to ask the hot girl out. It's intimidating no matter what anyone says. Even the biggest players were always scared at one point. So what are some things you do scared that have helped you grow?
College is a great example.
Oh, you know? Let's hear about that.
Everything in college.
Yeah,
picking my major, choosing my career path.
Awesome.
You know, planning out my next years. Now that I'm out of college, I gotta build my life. You know.
Yeah.
I gotta build up everything. So I'm doing that. I have no idea. I'm making moves that I have no idea where they're gonna lead. I'm just taking chances.
Dude, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm scared doing it because I don't know if I'm wasting my time, but I don't know if it'll actually be okay. You know,
it will be okay, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You're 23, right?
Yeah,
I'm 30. I left my job to fucking be a bartender for the time being to find something else. You don't think everything? I'm asking the same questions, dude. Did I make the right choice, bro? If you're happy, you made the right choice, right? Obviously, you're gonna do shit to do it. So for you to like that you're doing it now. That's my point. That you're doing it so young. I don't know if you understand is such an advantageous position to be in, because people that are older than me, older than you, even when you're 40s and 50s.
I'm ancient.
He's 36,000. I'm just kidding. 36. But like even people older than you, bro, like. They look back on their life if they didn't take the right choice, if they didn't take a risk, they didn't take a chance, like you just said. Yeah. They wonder what they did with their life. So you're taking the opposite approach, and I just want to like instill this in you right now. At 30, taking risks, thinking that what am I doing?
Right.
You are so fine.
Yeah,
I take
risks all the time, man.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I fucking love
actually,
that.
You know,
Cheers to that, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
You're so young that you have so much life left to make all wrong decisions.
Yeah.
And not that they would ever be wrong, but you know what? That's what it is. Like you can be 80 and make a wrong decision still.
Yeah, man.
Trying to figure it out.
There's a lot of things that I would regret that, like, should I say this? I don't know. Like, should I actually say this for this person?
Yeah.
But then I'd double check. I'm like, you know what? If this day passed, I'd forever wonder what would happen if I did say it. So, and I was like, you know what? F it. You know, go after it. But
fuck yeah.
Dude, all you have to do is pronounce your full name and
they're like, all right, he knows what he's talking about. No, but it's so true. If you think about like a philosophical standpoint, dude.
Yeah.
So many things. I was talking about this with a friend last night at work while we were like rearranging a room. And he goes, dude, he was like, so many times I wanted to ask this one girl out, and what happened was I ended up going out with another girl, and I didn't think she would want me. And then 3 years later, I come to figure out that she was into me, and I was like, and he was like, dude, I just had a moment where I was like, bro, you're fucking yourself.
Dude,
like, you're fucking yourself.
Like, you need that clarity.
Just do it, bro. And
it allows you that clarity as well.
It allows you that clarity. And you know what sucks, though? Sometimes you don't want the answer that you want, right? You hear the answer you don't want. And
yeah, everyone runs from no.
Even then, I'd rather have a no than to wonder what would happen.
What if? Yeah. Absolutely.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In anything, bro. In fucking job, in your career path, fuck it, anything. That's the beauty about life, though. Like, sometimes we think, and I think this way too sometimes, like, holy shit, what am I doing?
Right.
No, dude, I'm doing. That's it. I'm living. I'm living the journey. You're living the journey, bro. It seems like, and we'll get to this in a bit, but it seems like you have, like, what your plan is to take this fighting to a next level. I think that's fucking. I don't know if that is or not.
God willing, it is
Awesome.
God willing, everything.
Absolutely. But there's only one way you're going to figure out.
Is to do it.
Is to do it. And you know that. I didn't have to tell you. You knew that. And that's why I think you're on the right path. And at 23, bro, I don't know if you're thinking about, oh, maybe what should I do? Should I take this path, or should I pursue a professional in some like profession in sports? But that's not fighting. Take it right now. Fight.
Yeah.
Fight, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking do it. I could see it in you. Fight. It's so much fun. You're always there hitting the bag, dude. There's no class isn't going on. You're fucking hitting the heavy bag.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah.
Do it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely do it.
I carry that philosophy, everywhere.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Dude, I think, bro, look, now that we're down this path, do you have, are your goals to fight pro MMA? Is your goal to become a UFC fighter? And don't be, fuck it, say, if you want to be a UFC fighter, fuck yeah, I want to be UFC if that's my goal.
Yeah.
What's your goal?
My goal, my dream since kid was to be a professional athlete.
Fuck yeah.
Like I said, my passion's in sports.
Yeah.
So, obviously I'm an athlete. So if I can become a professional athlete, that's my goal.
Hell yeah.
If I can go, if I get signed to the UFC, or if I get signed to one, that's my goal. That's my end all,
Yep.
But if somebody was like, hey, I want you to be a manager for these fighters or whoever, like that's also a goal.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything I set out, that's what I'm after. I go after.
Awesome to be so young, to have such a
ambition.
You have the ambition and the fact that you know where you want to go.
That's it.
Well, I don't.
That's
exactly.
it. No, I'm serious. The fact that you know what you want to do, bro, is so key. Because going back to what I was saying before, so many older people, like 50s or something, they never did, or they never knew what they want to do because they never explored. The fact that you fucking know is so sick.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, go for one. Go for UFC. And you know what? Enjoy the journey going. Give 150 fucking % every day to get there. And if you make it, awesome. If you don't, at least you gave it.
God's will.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Dude, in 10 years, you're going to be 33. You're still a baby then.
Dude, you literally are, bro. What do you mean, dang? I'm 30, bro. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Let me get my walker.
Yeah. You young kids.
Shit, man. Yeah.
Damn, bro. So I'm going to see your ass on fucking pay-per-view? Is that what you're saying?
God willing. Not a lot of people know this, but I'm actually pretty religious.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that.
Don't ask me if I'm Catholic or Christian.
You
I don't know the difference.
You have a relationship with God.
Yeah, that's right.
And with Jesus.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Don't ever hide that, because I have issues with that, but not that I have anything against anything. Like I'm jealous because because like that's like something that's just like, I don't know. I just feel like it's always like someone's got their hand on your shoulder to like guide you.
Yeah.
And
dude, bless my God, my rock, who prepares my hands for battle and my fingers for war. I'm a quiet kid. I don't express it a lot. But
yeah.
The quiet ones are always the
dangerous ones. Yeah. That's right. The most cunning and dangerous. No, good way though.
Talk.
Yeah.
You know what I like too though? I don't know that quote. Is that from the Bible?
Psalms 144, 1, I think.
Can you repeat it?
Blessed my God, my rock, who prepares my hands for war, my fingers for battle.
That's perfect for you, dude.
Yeah.
Right? It's serious perfect for you, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Yeah. So what is let's go to I love religious talk, dude. It's fucking good.
So religion, theology, and philosophy
are
like probably my second passion.
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't say passion, but my interest.
Interest, for sure.
I loved philosophy as a class. I took an extra philosophy class I didn't even need to.
You read a lot of like Seneca and a lot of Stoicism and all that shit?
Stoicism, yeah, I was introduced to a lot. Yeah.
Dude, Stoicism's hard because
There's so many, though.
there's so many. No, there's so many Stoics, right? But the
Right.
whole idea of Stoicism is like not giving a shit. So that's a very vague term. But it's basically saying like don't like, you know, life is life, stuff happens, that not to make a big deal out of anything. It's just it is what it is. And it's a good concept, but it's so hard to fucking apply.
Yeah, but to apply?
Yeah, because you're okay, yeah, next time that XYZ happens, I'll remember this and I'll be good. And it's like that XYZ happens, you're like, fuck. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it takes little by little. So you gotta have enough little stuff happen to you so it gets like it develops into a habit, and you remember it. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
You know, if you read it, you'll remember.
Yeah, no, for sure. I gotta start reading the Bible more. It seems like you read the Bible. I haven't read the Bible actually at all, and that's bad. But I feel like there's so much good gold in there
No,
to help with life.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
What do you do, like a daily reading, or do you just read for fun when you want to?
No, just when I want to.
When you want to?
Yeah.
I love that.
I should though. You know, I've had it's when I want to, and it's when I feel like I need to.
Yeah.
You know. So it's a lot of things that I can learn from.
Yep.
You know, like a lot of old stuff, and it's like interesting stuff too. You know,
It is. It's cool to think.
it is.
Yo, it's cool. It's cool to think too, because I'm very, you know me. I'm very like I'm all about thinking. I'm all about the like, and I'll take conspiratorial routes all day, every day.
Oh,
Give me
gosh.
them, right?
Yeah.
But like, this isn't a conspiracy. This is actual like fact. The Bible, the King James Bible, has 66 books, right? But apparently there was like originally 300 plus books in the Bible. So now I want to read those other books.
Yeah,
I want to read the other books.
The other 240 books.
I really want to read that. That shit's fucking cool, bro. I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
There's a lot of things you can learn.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things to develop me mentally, especially spiritually.
Yeah.
So I credit that a lot to my mom.
Okay.
You know,
cool. Yeah.
I see my mom; she's very religious, and seeing her alone too as well.
Yeah.
You know, it really helped her out. But that's just the way I grew up, and it's the way I find a lot of strength.
Yeah.
Especially before I fight. You know, but even in life, you know.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But you would never know that unless you know me.
No.
Unless I talk, because I'm really quiet about that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's good to sometimes have certain things that are private in your life. But
Right.
when you kept saying God willing, bro, I was starting before you said it. I was like, all right, this kid doesn't. You don't say God willing like that many times and not be religious. That's awesome, dude. That's fucking
That
great.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Fuck. Let's get to some of the questions.
Oh god, I'm excited, dude. I called Stav on the way here, and I was like, so I was like, so what's it gonna be like? You know, and he's like, oh, it's pretty like normal stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And he was like, I'm excited for you to hear my question.
Yeah,
It's a surprise. I was like, oh god.
Oh god, I fucking love that.
This is the part where Joe takes a long time, so
No, I got it.
he's getting used to technology one day at a time.
I got it right here. Ready?
Okay, let's hear it.
The first one, so the couple ones, Jay Cuz, he already said you have like 100. So you already did this. So you don't have to redo this. You have 100 years of experience in martial arts. I'd love to hear about that journey. Perfect. We already got that down. His next question.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone who asked me questions, for real. You guys,
yeah.
I'll remember that.
Gi or no gi, and why? That's also from Jay Cuz.
Okay, I like no-gi because it's more applicable to MMA.
Yeah.
But man, I think the fashion in the gi is a lot better though.
The fashion. Okay.
Yeah, I like. I don't know. I like no-gi. It gets annoying, dude, when people start grabbing my collar and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's true.
I get like frustrated. I was like, dude, go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like no-gi.
Nice.
That's
It's
when you
just
wear just a rash guard.
Yeah,
Because
don't
when
use
at
just
first
rash
when you
guard.
said that, I'm just picturing no shirt. I'm like, what do you mean by fashion?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. The names are very literal. There's gi and then there's no gi.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I like my short shorts. Too.
Nice. I love
when I
that.
grapple. You know what I mean?
There you go.
That comes from my Muay Thai.
Well, that's your
Fucking
true
love it.
training then. That's right.
This one's from Don. This is for me. He's joking.
Doug.
Don, love you, brother. Why are you gay? I'm only gay for you, bro. Ashley from Pure. Who was the best boss you ever had? Answer this one wisely.
Oh, my best boss ever had was somebody called Ashley got there. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but actually, I was an intern for Pure for an X amount of time.
Okay.
I did it for college,
Nice.
and I did it for some experience as well.
Mhm.
You know, I didn't do a lot, but what I did do, I had fun. So I just manned the desk, the desk a little bit. Ashley
Nice.
calls it her desk, but it's really mine. But yeah,
Ash?
I just did a bunch of like little stuff for them, and it was cool. I got credits for it, so I was like
Cool.
So
Fuck yeah.
Ashley got there. It's the best boss I've ever had.
Bingo. All right, this is the one from Nstav. My
All right.
question is too long. Go to your thing.
TCDM.
TCDM, baby. All right. Mike, what's it like knowing that every time your head is on the center line, my straight right is coming down the pipe to split your head open, and every time it's off the center line, you're going to be the prey, of one of my immaculate takedowns?
Allow me to retort with another question.
Yes.
How does it feel every time you take a shot? My knee's gonna be there ready.
Yeah. Fuck. You hear that, Mike?
I got jujitsu as well. Maybe not as good as Matt, but like
That's
I
fucking
got my knees and elbows have entered the chat. You know?
That's awesome.
Love it. Awesome. This is from Tiz Repo from Pure. Tiz, what's up? Who are the most important people in your life?
A lot of people from the Pure family. I want to say a couple of people that, obviously it goes without saying, my dad still,
Absolutely.
from the short amount of time he was in my life, he really taught me a lot. There's still a lot that I need to learn,
Yeah, for sure.
but, I gotta say that, he goes without being said. A lot of the things, James Meals, Andy Main, Tommy Espinoza, they've all been, like, especially Tommy, like, he's been a big brother to me recently, so, like, those three people go, like, pop up in my head off the top of my head, but those are the most important people, especially like role models.
Yeah.
I look to them.
Fuck yeah. Love that, dude. That's awesome. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I love that what you said about your dad. That's
Yeah,
touching.
man. It goes without saying, because it's gonna get pretty sad, but he was like, remember everything I told you, because I'm not gonna be there when you graduate high school or college, so you gotta remember, you gotta apply all this now. So, every day I do it scared, and I do it.
Fuck yeah, man. Love that.
That's awesome. That actually, not many things give me chills, man.
Oh,
that gives me chills
thank you.
because if you didn't listen to it yet, but if you watched the last week's episode, you'll know why.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because to have that in your life,
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's awesome, man.
No, for sure.
I gotta listen to last week's episode.
Oh, that'll be coming out tomorrow.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes,
I'll
yeah.
wait till
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah, I should have kept it candid. Yeah, duh. Wow, Joe, good job. You've only been doing this for fucking 70
Still
weeks.
learning.
Yeah, fucking guy. But no, 1000%. Next up, Dean Hot comes in with coming in hot. Dean, I did not know that was actually your last name. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2 questions. Talk us through your last fight, Muay Thai or MMA, or both.
Okay, so my last MMA fight, I fought one of Nick Newell's students.
Okay.
And if you don't know who that is, that was a guy who he's a very good mixed martial artist, especially jiu-jitsu. But he's got one hand, I should say.
Oh shit.
And people were calling, I don't know if you remember, but a couple years ago, people were calling him to get into the UFC. Like, they were like adding Dana, like, get this guy in the UFC. And he's like, no, I don't want to, because what if he gets hurt? I'm going to look bad.
Yeah.
It was like a whole thing. But very good guy, very, very he's another person that I think a lot of people should look up to. Especially like entering the game with minus one hand.
Yeah, for sure.
I fought one of his students, and it was great. The first round went well. It was a very good exchange on the feet. I did very good on the ground. The second round, he took me down, and then I had trouble getting back up. But when I did, I took him down. Like I had a good exchange, and I threw him down to score back. But then he reversed, and I ended up in his guard, or he was in my guard. So thus, MMA scoring is very different.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That was actually one of the problems I had in my last fight. There's like jiu-jitsu, and then there's like MMA jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Which scores so much different, because if you're sitting in someone's guard, you're winning because technically you're on top.
Mm-hmm.
I failed to understand that. So
whereas in normal jiu-jitsu,
it's even. It's even. But if I have somebody in your guard, or if I have somebody in my guard, they're technically winning because they're technically on top.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until the judges told me. But and then the third round, it was a good back and forth, but he ended on top, so the fight went to him.
Okay.
But it was a great fight. I went up to him afterwards. He like broke his hand, unfortunately, afterwards. But I went up to him and his coach, Nick Newell, and I was like, my best. It was an honor to fight you and your student. It was great. I love it, and I feel like my jiu-jitsu was on point.
Yes.
I had fun. There was nothing that I wished I could have done like better in the training.
Yeah.
Because I know I did everything in the training and everything in the dieting.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
I had fun. I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Fighting.
Yeah, but and you learn now. Now you learn not to be in.
Now I learned to get up.
You get up.
Like even if like, it's not even.
Yeah.
If you have them in your guard, you have to get up.
Fuck yeah.
Did they look at that as they're controlling the fight? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's technically you're on top.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But the first round went to me, the second round went to him, and then the third round was even, but he ended on top.
Mm-hmm.
So then they gave it to him.
Gotcha.
But I'm not mad. I look back at it, and I'm really not mad at the decision. But till the next one.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, bro.
And that's the attitude to have, man.
Yeah, till the next one.
That's awesome.
What is your this is also Dean. Okay. What is your favorite position in jiu-jitsu versus MMA? If it changes, why?
So my favorite position, that's a good question. I never actually really thought about that. Off the top of my head, I'd have to say mount. You have the most control.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Mount's a good one.
Or maybe like the back. Okay, so for MMA,
mount's good for MMA for sure. Mount is the most dominant position.
Yeah. So for jiu-jitsu, I'll say mount.
Yeah.
Because I'm on top and I have control.
Yeah.
But for MMA, I'll actually say the back. And it changes because I don't know. I just feel safer.
Yeah.
With my opponent facing away from me in MMA,
Oh, it's interesting. Okay, yeah. No, I like that.
Even though that mount, you can't really. There's no real offense on mount, especially MMA. But I don't know. I feel like even more security, my favorite jiu-jitsu position in MMA would be taking the back.
Cool. Nice. Fuck yeah. I love that. All right. Next one's 2 questions are going to Adrian. Adrian okay. Luna. What's up, brother? If you had a movie made about your life, who would you cast to play you? Can't pick yourself, of course. That's awesome. Oh, that's fucking sick.
Funny story. Okay, so I'm a server, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or at least I was to pay for my college. And a lot of the things I would get from especially like moms of daughters was that I look like Joe Jonas.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So if I had to pick somebody, it was Joe Jonas.
There you go.
Love it.
I trust, Joe. I trust James Franco to play me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you know James or
James Franco?
No, I'm just. it was a joke because you're like, I trust him. Like
I trust him.
It's my boy. It's my boy.
Yeah.
No, all right. Yeah. I like that.
But he hasn't really been around much, so I don't know. Maybe his brother Dave or something.
I hope Joe Jonas knows how to fucking
Joe
fight.
Jonas.
Yeah. And his other guy, I like that. Joe Jonas. Yeah, I can see
one of those two.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, cool.
Where is your dream bachelor party? Is there? Did you definitely spoke about this? I guess. Yo, Adrian, what's good, kid? What's good? What's up with this?
Yeah, it's not New Orleans.
Not New Orleans.
I mean, it is New Orleans, but it's not New Orleans.
It's not New Orleans. All right, yeah, not New Orleans.
There's can't really say it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I won't force you to say it.
He knows.
He knows.
He knows.
Got it. All right, Adrian, you got the answer that you probably already knew. My mom, Paula. What's up, Mom?
Hey.
Did you win a gold, silver, or bronze medal at a tournament? Did you ever lose completely? I guess completely. I meant she like it was like
Yeah. No, I did. I did a lot of wrestling tournaments when I was a kid.
Okay, cool.
I have yet to do a Naga.
All right.
Somebody was like, "Hey, you should compete in Naga for every belt that you have." So you could say you competed at white belt, blue belt, purple. So I was like, "Oh, that's a good idea." And then I got my blue belt shortly right after. I was like, "Oh, well, there goes that."
Yeah.
But I haven't competed in jiu-jitsu. But I know for wrestling, I've gotten some, a few gold, couple silver, couple bronze.
Nice.
But obviously that was a while ago. So maybe I'll have to step back. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to step back in there in like a jiu-jitsu tournament. And get back into it.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Something I've been meaning to do for a while.
I love it. Yeah, you should, dude. I think you should.
Yeah.
Fuck it, why not?
Too.
You've already fought, bro.
I could only imagine
the face. Yeah, exactly. And you've had the full experience of getting kick, punch, elbow, and grappling. Like, dude, Naga for you would be a joke.
Yeah.
And not to like shit on Naga because I've done Naga before, but like I could only imagine that you would have next to no nerves going into a grappling tournament after being in a fight.
After being in New York, all my fights are in New York. Mm-hmm. All of them were in New York.
Nice.
So
yeah, fuck yeah.
There was actually at the hotel. All right, so this is like kind of a spinoff.
Yeah.
But I was in Ireland during the pandemic.
Okay.
And which is like a whole different story in itself. I don't know if I have time, but I can. Yeah.
Go.
All right. Cool. So for school, my school took me to Ireland to study business abroad. So like international business. Basically what I would be doing is a lot of the US business is taking place in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
So Ireland is a very good country for international business for the US. It's like the most you can do as far as like pricing and location wise. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. So they brought us over to Ireland to attend these business meetings. And basically what they would do is they'd go to like do the business meetings and they would go, "Okay, students, what we just did was this. That was called the whatever. Now our next step is to go do whatever." And then they continue with the meeting and you'd like take notes and you can ask questions or whatever. And then you have the night off to yourself. Until this is like not for the question, but until one night I get like 2 a.m. I get a text from like my family and stuff like that and like all my friends and stuff like that. And they're like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Like what's going on? Like, are you okay?" I was like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" I was thinking like, was there an attack somewhere or what?
Yeah.
It turns out, this is in 2020. So it turns out, President Trump at the time had just announced that all flights have been cut off from Europe to the US.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So
I was in Ireland at the time. So
that place to get stuck.
So I was like, "Oh, well, that's not so bad." And then the pubs shut down. So I was like, "All right, get me out of here." So yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah. So I was like stuck there for a while, or only for like a week. And then Northern Ireland was owned by the UK,
Mm-hmm.
So we went up to Belfast, which technically didn't fall under the category of, the flight restrictions.
Yeah.
That's how we got home. But that was beside the point. But I don't even know what the question was. I was like going on.
Oh no! If you have ever like won a
medal, yeah.
Medal.
Anyway, so
or if you ever lost completely.
Oh, gotcha. So in the hotel I was staying at in Dublin, there was a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Yeah.
That actually got canceled. But I was like, maybe I should
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Anyway, so I thought that was kind of cool to mention.
Yeah, it is fun. I mean, getting stuck in Ireland is not a bad idea until the pub closes.
Then it's like, all right,
all right, what am I gonna do here, bro?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, exactly. No, thanks for sharing that. Fuck yeah,
man.
Then you had these emojis.
I did. I made sure
you had that. Yeah, always got to fucking
made sure to pull out a couple of these.
Exactly. What you gonna do? And then it's Don's mom, so Stacy. What's going on, Stacy?
Oh, shout out to all the mothers that like ask the question.
Hell yeah, brother! Shout out. How has training MMA helped you mentally? So we touched upon how it's helped you mentally, or excuse me, that it helped you mentally. How?
Right. So, how's it helped me mentally? I think the biggest thing would be confidence. I've always struggled with confidence, even today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like I don't give myself enough credit for stuff that I can do, but I just don't think I can.
Yeah.
Training MMA, especially taking fights, it gives me a lot of confidence to apply to whatever in life, you know?
Fuck yeah.
Making decisions, taking risks.
Yeah.
So I feel like the biggest mental kind of reconstruction that MMA has given me would be towards my confidence, reinforcing my confidence in just anything.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, there's not too many other things that are scared to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
You know? So, and like you said, you do everything scared, and that's
Absolutely. Yeah.
just-
Fuck yeah, dude. That's a great answer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got one more question, and it's from, who do you think? Anthony Bongiovanni. He's got that one thing where it's like, he's like a fun question and then a serious question.
All right.
And it's not even a question, but it's like a fact.
Okay.
His mind-boggling, or it's actually a question. Fuck. Which letter is silent in the word scent? The S or the C? Fuck.
C.
Is it the C?
The S is the primary letter.
There you are. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Anthony. You got it. There you go.
You solved one.
You solved it. I fucking love it.
That's what I think, dude.
Holy shit, the world's gonna end that you solved one of Anthony's riddles. I fucking love it. You hear that, Anthony? No,
He's
I love it.
imploding as we speak.
That's literature 105 right now. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. So here's a good one.
Okay.
Here's a really good one. And this is gonna, when you die, would you want to see all the times that you almost died and didn't know it? Or would you want to see all the times you were close to winning something and didn't because you gave up?
No, dude. I feel like that'd be a torture, seeing what I could have had but didn't.
Didn't?
I would rather see all the times that I almost died but didn't.
Didn't? Okay.
Especially because I can laugh at myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'd be imagining me be like, oh man, I didn't even see that, and God be like, you're freaking stupid. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure there's been a couple times in my life where my guardian angel had to like take a smoke break or something like that. You know what I mean? I'd rather see all the times that I almost died but didn't.
Oh god, that's too funny, bro. Yeah. I love it. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Yeah,
one,
agree to
for
that
sure.
one?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take a different approach here. I'm gonna take the other side. I want to see all the
Really?
shit. Yeah, because I don't know. Like, I understand about religion, you know, like the afterlife, but there's a lot of evidence that points toward, even in Christianity, of what do you call it? And I've read a couple books about it. Reincarnation. So your soul reincarnates, whether it's true or not. But let's just say it is true.
I've personally never. I personally never learned anything about it.
True.
Nor do I hear anything about it in the gospel.
Yeah, no. I think Constantine in the 3rd century AD took it out of the Bible for whatever reason. I don't know whether it's true or not.
That's a world that I don't know about then.
But if it were to be true, I would want to know where I fucked up. So I don't make the same fucking choice again.
Well, listen, if he told us we're going to learn and be reincarnated.
Yeah, but no. But at that point, dude, I like your smoke break one because I think my guardian angel right now is being like, bro, what are we doing? Right? What are we doing right now? And I'm just like, bro, asking you questions, and he's like, whatever. Anyway, that was funny.
One thing I would want to know though is I would want to meet myself at like different times of history, and that's something I've thought about before too. Like, what would like medieval me be like if I was born in like medieval time? Like, what would I be like?
Yeah,
I bet I would be funny as hell.
Yeah.
You know, but stuff like that it's fun to think about.
It is fun to think about. I like that. Fuck yeah. Awesome, dude. Well, those are all the questions. Thank you for everyone who's participating. You guys are awesome. Honestly, the questions are a lot of fun for us. It's fun for our guests. You did a good job answering them.
Of course.
Awesome. Anyway, man, we're approaching about like an hour and a half right now. It was good.
Oh, wow.
You have any just any last thoughts about that you could share with our audience just about your life and shit? Anything.
Dude, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I mess up a lot. I do a lot of things scared. I do a lot of things I don't want to do, but I know I should anyway. Just do scared.
Nice.
That's it.
Love that. You have any last thoughts?
I mean, if anything, it would be a question, if
Okay.
it's possible.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
because you mentioned you do like training and then the like nutrition or dieting. Like, what's the mental for? Like, you don't have to go into it, but you can just give like kind of like that advice for those that are just trying to start working out or something like that. Like trying to get through those barriers. I would say the initial barriers.
In the beginning, it's gonna suck the most, I think, because that's when you have the most change. Until it becomes habit, it's gonna suck. So the key is to be consistent. Every day, it's gonna get easier, especially with consistency. So I just be like, just stay consistent and do what makes you comfortable. You know, you don't have to look at what other people are doing. Like when I went to school and I fought, I would like go to Pure right after school. Like I'd bring all my like textbooks with me and stuff like that. But I'd be looking at other kids and they're like training twice a week, you know, or I'm sorry, twice a day for every like day of the week, you know, and I compare myself. But, you know, I felt like I suffered a lot, like I've had stuff like that mentally. So just don't do at a comfortable pace that you can do consistently. Don't try to kill yourself doing like what you can't, you know, or like what you can do, but you're going to be sacrificing stuff in your life that like doesn't need to be gone.
Yeah.
You know, be at a comfortable place that you can do consistently.
Right.
And you'll have fun with it. And if you don't have fun, then it wasn't meant to be.
Cool.
Awesome.
Love that.
That's great.
Yeah. Thank
Great
you.
advice.
Yeah, I like that answer. It's a lot. It's good. Sometimes we try to do a little more than what not that we should, or like sometimes we try to just overdo it, and sometimes it's just keeping it simple. You know what I mean?
I'm not guilty of that. You know?
Yeah. No, we all are, dude.
Yeah.
We all are. My last thoughts, I would say for you, is keep going, bro. Keep going. Honestly, bro, keep going. You are on. From someone who has taken risks too when it comes to their career, 7 years ahead of you, you're fine. You're on the right path. The only fucking way that you're not going to get where you want to be, regardless, I'm not even talking about fight, just where you want to be, is if you stop. Just keep going, bro.
Yeah.
I think you got a great story. You have a great reason why. And I think you'll achieve what you want. All right, man?
Absolutely. Dude, you're a baby. You're
You're good, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Keep the badassery up. Keep all the fucking training up. Keep reading the gospel. Keep loving life. Seriously. Keep just doing you, bro, and you'll be fine.
I appreciate it. You know, that's why I call Pure MMA and, you know, it's people in my family.
Yeah.
And all the people in this game, you know, my kind of like second family.
Yeah. For sure.
I think I was always introduced to a world that I rather was or wasn't supposed to be in, but everyone involved is a role model to me, you know?
Absolutely.
So thank you for everyone who I interact with or interact with me along this journey.
Fuck yeah.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah, guys. Well, you heard it there. You heard it from Mike himself. It was a lot of fun, bro. Thank you for coming on.
I was in honor, dude. It was so much fun.
Absolutely.
It was so much fun.
Hell yeah, bro. It was a good time. I loved the conversation. Well, folks, that was it. You heard the story from Mike. Do it scared and just fucking do it and follow your dreams. You listen to episode 70. We'll take it from here podcast. We'll see you next week.